A very beefed up presentation on the plans towards the hosting of the African Games. Per your assessment, do you feel Ghana will be ready? Because the general sentiment on the ground, when we look at the time, the state of constructions in terms of the facilities available as it stands, and we look at the time, in the history with this country when it comes to hosting competitions, most recently the Women's AFCON in 2018, where it was last minute things that were done for Ghana to be able to host it at the end of the day. Do you think we'll be ready when it comes to facilities to be able to host the competition?
Well, that's a good question. I mean, it's the concern of everybody, and we at the LOC are doing our best when it comes to investment of money into the infrastructure. The LOC, we don't do it, it's government which does it. So once the minister has given you the assurance, we are believing that the contractors will be well taken care of, and they'll have the funding and all they need to do the job. We have 3 contractors. We have one handling the new facilities at Borteyman, where we are building entirely new facilities, I should say, and these are the facilities we intend to transform them into University of Sports for Development. So we talk about the aquatic center, the tennis courts, the sports halls, name them. So that is being done by a contractor called Contractor. Then we have another contractor called Consa. You might have seen that during the video show. And this contractor is upgrading the facilities at the university, the stadium, the rugby, and whatever. The third contractor is handling the Games Village. You know, we are supposed to provide Games Village as the host nation for the athletes. And so that is being done at currently the 4 university hostels, Dr. Hilali Man, Say, Aka, and Kwapong. I'm sure if you know the geography of the University of Ghana, I don't know if you were there, if you studied there, but that is where they call that place the diaspora halls. But the other halls like Vaco and others are also on our list that will be falling on.
Okay, maybe this is a bit of forecasting, but when you look at competitions of this nature, usually they have the infrastructure very close by each other. But with our plan for this particular competition, you look at the distance between Borteyman and Legon. Does the LOC think that would be a problem, or even if it is, it will be well taken care of?
No, actually it wasn't going to be a problem, but for COVID, because everything was planned for Borteyman. And we at the LOC had to even prevail upon the president to accept leveraging on the hybrid, that's the existing facilities, and building new ones. Everything was to be done at Borteyman. But because of COVID, and the contractors were also saying that it won't be possible for them to finish within the stipulated time. So we were compelled to adopt this hybrid model. Otherwise, it would have been at one place. But nonetheless, when it happens like that, you need to plan around it. And what we did, we brought the African Union, the technical committee, and all that. They are likely to come this month. They've gone to have a look at these facilities, the places, and then they are okay with it. And we have to plan traffic-wise, everything, and make sure that there'll be synchronization where nothing will be left out, that the facility, at least transporting them to the place and all that will be worked out thoroughly. I mean, so that's what we're doing. We will be having the opening ceremony at the Crossport Stadium. We'll have hockey also at the hockey pitch, and we have cricket. It's going to be the first time, so we have the cricket oval at Ashmota. We also have squash since 2003, when the African Games had squash. That was when the games were hosted in Abuja. This is the first time 20 years on. We decided to bite the bullet, and so we're going to have squash. So we'll also get a facility for squash. So all these things have happened due to COVID. Sometimes people say we deliver or we overflag COVID, but these are the realities on the ground. And I can assure you that if all goes well, we're working within the timelines given to us by the African Union. We have agreed on certain strict timelines. We are hoping that we'll be able to meet all these timelines, God willing.
Thank you very much for your time.